The fourth is called the fearful avoidant. And the fourth is actually half anxious attachment style and half dismissive avoidant together. Oh. And that is a fearful avoidant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the fearful avoidant actually typically grows up in a home that is like very tumultuous. So they can grow up in a home that is inconsistent with meeting the emotional and physical needs. So back to the main needs that need to be met in our childhood, emotional and physical needs. Fearful avoidance, they are met, but it's inconsistent. So some days it is, some days it's not. Some days some days your physical needs are met, but some days you're struggling. And the next day, like maybe you grow up in a home where like you're getting evicted or things like that. Like that's very like tumultuous to a child to be exposed to those things and like be aware of that. You know, it's one thing to like be living in it, but also when you're a child and you're like, we're getting evicted, like things like that, right? They also can tend to grow up in a home where their parents can be unpredictable. So like maybe a lot of fearful avoidants have like parents that are either addicted to drugs or addicted to alcohol. Sometimes when like their parents are drinking, maybe like their parents are extremely nice and loving, but then the next day when they're doing the hangover, they're like, get away from me. I don't want to deal with you. Yeah. And what that is where like that avoidant really starts to the avoidant personality, we could say like we were thinking that our personalities were like, I cut people off. It's like you do that because your parents were like inconsistent and you saw a lot of chaos in your home. So you actually, it's a protective mechanism that your brain does. And it's like, because you're unpredictable, you have no access to me because I know how that feels. I know what it feels like to have someone that's unpredictable. And one of the biggest like core wounds around the fearful avoidant is betrayal. So they have a big need for loyalty. You know, they have a big need for respect. They have a big need for just loyalty is like deeply rooted for them. They really appreciate like vulnerability. They appreciate like the real raw stuff because like that at least tells you that someone is being honest. I had also mentioned that fearful avoidants are like natural detectives in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
That is not a personality style or personality trait. It's actually deeply rooted in trauma as well, like deeply rooted in the childhood experiences of constantly scanning their parents. Like, did the way my mom slammed that door, does that mean the way she came in from work, does that mean something's bad is gonna happen? Like, do I have to protect myself and change my attitude because I know my mom's gonna react this way? Or, you know, just constantly scanning of whoever like was there.
Looking for danger.
Wow. Natural detectives turns into a natural detective personality, but really it's just like protective mechanisms.